Hello, gamers. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Yay, yippee. Let me go over to game screen. Cool. All right. Hello, Black Blue. Hello. Happy Tuesday to you. We are back with some more. Hold on. Let me tab into the game and actually get rid of this. We are back with some more Never 7, The End of Infinity. A couple of things. First of all, we're gonna see about my internet today because it's snowing outside and it's very windy and there's just a lot of things going on outside. So we're gonna see. We're gonna definitely see about that. Second of all, actually, I think that's about it. I think that's about it. That's the only thing. We're back with some more of this game. I'm excited to play it. I've been kind of thinking about the first 2 hours of the game since we played it last time, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it for the most part. So I have some. I don't know how like off the rails this is gonna go. Oof, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's a little crazy outside, but that's okay. That's okay. I have some theories about like how insane this could go if like, one of the girls is actually like a robot, and one of the girls is actually like an alien or something like that, something crazy like that. But I don't know if it's that kind of story. I don't know. So, let me go ahead and just continue. Let's load from the last save. Everyone at Luna Beach, Common Road. I still don't know what that means. You can see like yeah, that is a typo there, where it's like, I think it's supposed to be screen title, or maybe like scene title, but it says Skern title. Skern, I do indeed love my Skerns. I don't know what that means. You can also see here, it says it's a system message. Very, very cool. Very neat, very awesome. Let's load. It looks like it's pre-tamed so far, other than the potential time shenanigans. Right. And it's like, it could just be the time stuff, and we're all just normal college students, or, you know, Yuka could be like, I don't know, some sort of alien or something. So it kind of depends. It kind of depends. I'm a bit curious about how Haruka was staring at the girl earlier, though.
Well, for now, is everyone okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, seems like it. The girl gives a satisfied smile at my response.
Alright then, welcome the four of you to Luna Beach.
Led by the girl, we enter the Luna Beach Cafe. Also, we don't know, we're on a school retreat.
Big sis, we've got some customers.
Oh boy, another character. We're on a school retreat. We don't know why we're on this school retreat. It's something about psychology, and I don't know. I feel like that's gonna come back and be something significant. Yuka kind of seems completely suspicious to me right now, but we'll see. Huh? Big sis? Ah, shit. I immediately heard her do the ara, and I was like, okay, give me some time to workshop it. I could do this voice. I think can I? I don't know. Oh. Isn't it rare for you to bring in customers, Kurumi? Maybe. Kinda. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it, alright? we're gonna roll with it. Who needs a reason for a vacation? We're still here supposed to be doing stuff, but we don't know what exactly it is we're supposed to be doing. So... Oh my. Oh my. Indeed, she's the Ara One-chan. A young woman behind the counter welcomes us with a smile. She appears to be in her early 20s. Early 20s? Is she speaking? Okay, well, her short haircut and an apron suit her. She has a welcoming, gentle aura. She called you Big Sis, so are you two sisters?
That's right. Big sis and I are blood-related sisters.
Very weird thing to sort of clarify there. That felt very like Zero Escapees. Like, remember when we had those other siblings that weren't blood related? But okay, sure. Kurumi giggles and proudly puffs out her chest. Or were they blood related? I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember. But I mean, that's no reason to show off. Oh? Haruka? I wonder if it's just my imagination. As Haruka watches the woman from behind the counter, she seems quite shaken up. ... Haruka stares out at the window in silence. There isn't a hint of emotion on her face. Odd that she has to specifically say blood-related. Yeah. Wait, you mean Clover and Snake? They are blood-related. Oh, okay. The other pair are also blood-related too. Oh, yeah. I know the other pair are blood-related. I was thinking about Clover and Snake because I couldn't remember if they actually were or weren't. But that became like a big talking point of like, are they blood-related? They don't look similar. Huh. But I see. Haruka stares out the window in silence. There isn't a hint of emotion on her face. It's almost like she's become a soulless doll. Or maybe I'm just seeing things. So your sister is, who the fuck is talking right now? It's not you. It's Yuka. Yuka! So your sister is the manager of this cafe, and the two of you run it together? Oh, no. I'm just a part-timer, and Kurumi helps me out now and then. Yuka had answered the younger girl, but the woman behind the counter answered in her place. Had asked the younger girl, even. Okiko. Huh? I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. I work part-time at this cafe, and my name is Izumi Morino. Alright. This is Kurumi. She's my younger sister, and she helps out from time to time. Go on, Kurumi. Introduce yourself. The woman introducing herself as Izumi prompts the girl to do the same.
I'm Kurumi Morino. I'm on vacation from school, so I came to visit Big Sis. When the cafe gets busy, I help out with all sorts of stuff. We had a group of customers come for lunch today, but I hadn't been here. But if I hadn't been here, I don't know how Big Sis would have managed. Words. Yippee. She likes tooting her own horn. Kurumi-chan, you're amazing.
There was a joke at one point because Junpei and Akane said they don't look alike. Yeah, that's what I'm remembering. But I think it was more of a plot point directed at Ace's circumstances. Yes, I'm gonna agree with you. I should probably keep in mind that like not everyone has played Zero Escape. I assume if you're looking at this game, why would you be looking at this game if you haven't played Zero Escape? But not everyone has played Zero Escape, so I don't want to get too much into spoilers. That said though, I have no clue. I don't remember what you're talking about. I don't remember. So I'm just gonna agree with you and say yes. Because I don't remember the story that well. Yuka pats Kurumi's head.
Yeah, I'm all grown up.
However, Kurumi still seems quite childish, happy with getting some head pats. It's better not to spoil children too much, I think, though I'm just a bystander here. Izumi Morino and Kurumi Morino, the Morino sisters. Morino. The name Morino strikes a chord in me. Maybe because we've been here before. Yeah, which is why I tried not to be too specific. Yeah, I noticed. So, who is putting us through the time loop? Is it any of these characters, or are they just kind of bystanders as well in the situation? Do they even remember? I don't know. That's the big question. Have I heard it somewhere before? Maybe it's just my imagination. Eventually, Izumi-san explains that the actual cafe owner is currently in Italy purchasing tableware. The hell? Okay. Therefore, she's taking care of the cafe by herself now. Very plot convenient. The owner is eccentric and is frequently traveling to purchase unique tableware and items for the cafe. So, in essence, I'm the acting manager. Izumi-san grins as she says that. I can't help but feel a little unnerved by her calm smile. It has a kind of charm that only older women seem to possess. To conceal my inner turmoil, I look around the interior once more. It has an Italian vibe, just like I had imagined while outside. There are counter seats and tables with various furnishings scattered around that create a nice ambiance. A vintage jukebox in the back is playing what sounds like jazz numbers from several decades ago. The music adds a sense of tranquility to the cafe. The window facing the sea allows a view of Tsukihama, giving the relatively small interior a sense of depth and openness. There's a door at the back of the shop. It leads to an open terrace outside. But anyway, looking only at the counter seats, it feels more like a bar than a cafe. Right, I was about to say that as well. There's like little drinks in the background on the top shelf. It does say coffee in the middle shelf, but still. At night this place becomes a combination of a cafe and a bar. Observing the interior, Izumi-san provides an explanation. She totally caught me off guard. Had she somehow figured out what I'm thinking? Really? Wow. I nod, looking away. It feels like if I keep making eye contact with her, she'll be able to see right through me. Next, I turn my attention to Kurumi. So, Kurumi-chan, what grade are you in? Okiko started up a conversation with Kurumi.
I'm in my 3rd year.
I see. So, you're in your 3rd year in middle school. Getting ready for high school, entrance exams must be tough.
No, not middle school. What?
Oh. Okay.
No, not middle school. I'm in my 3rd year of high school.
What? I don't believe you. Izumi or whoever, you wanna fact check this? Excuse me? I must have had a blank expression on my face. Even Okiko's mouth jaw has dropped. It's not surprising. We'd assume she was around middle school age when she delivered the pizza earlier.
I'm 17, you know.
Okay. Alright, whatever you say. Kurumi puffs out her cheeks in protest. Maybe she's self-conscious around about her childlike appearance. But like, really, there are limits to how young one can look. Izumi, okay, not Izumo. I was like, that doesn't sound right. And what about you guys? You seem like you're in college. You're like supposed to be 20, by the way. 20? You're acting like you're 30. But okay. How did I know she was the everyone looks younger than they actually are anime trope? I had no clue. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like the little middle schooler of the group. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, she's actually similar to our age. Izumi-san, who'd been smiling until now, seems to be trying to help Kurumi out by asking us a question. Yeah, that's right. We should properly introduce ourselves. Yuka clears her throat and starts to explain. We're all 3rd year university students. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit more of a gap. And we're members of the same seminar group. And currently, we're staying at a nearby lodge for a retreat. Okay, I don't know why that took so long. Eventually, Yuka and I introduced ourselves. Yuka-chan and Makoto-kun, right? Alright, got it.
Me too.
And this... Haruka doesn't want to be here. Haruka knows. Hey, Haruka! Haruka silently gazes at the scenery outside, lost in thought.
Well, this is Haruka Higuchi. She's also on our team. She's a year younger than we are, but she skipped a grade and ended up in the same school. Right, Haruka? She gets a bit shy around new people, so she might come across as standoffish, but she's actually a really nice person. Yuka desperately tries to help Haruka out, yet Haruka, the person in question, seems completely indifferent to everything happening. Yes, I see. I can see that. Izumi-san keeps smiling, though I'm not really sure if she understands or not. Nice to meet you, Haruka-san. Kurumi reaches out to shake Haruka's hand in greeting. Haruka glances briefly at Kurumi, then returns her gaze to the outside. Haruka! Yuka urges her on, but Haruka remains completely still. Kurumi is left with her hand awkwardly outstretched and eventually resorts to scratching her head. She's like, oh, well, this is awkward. My bad. Still, Izumi-san continues to gaze at Haruka, her smile gentle. I don't trust you either. I don't trust any of you people. You're all super sus. An uncomfortable tension settles in the air. Well then, it's my turn. As if cutting through the heavy atmosphere, Okuhiko loudly introduces himself. Everyone, except Haruka, turns their attention to Okuhiko. The guy seems anxious, as if he's afraid of being forgotten. Yeah, I kind of forgot you were there. Always a pleasant and handsome young man, elegant and gentle, a warrior of justice sent by the gods to protect world peace. The name's Okuhiko Ida. Alright, well, I don't like you. I don't like you. I'm liking you even less. Okuhiko strikes a pose, facing Kurumi and Izumi-san at an angle, delivering an entire speech in one go. His self-introduction falters due to his excessive nerves. Izumi-san struggles to suppress her laughter at his comical behavior. However, what is this goofy expression? You're like, eh. However, Kurumi appears puzzled by Okuhiko's words for some reason. Ida, you say? Oh yeah. Kurumi's words make me think. Okuhiko, you introduced yourself as Asakura today when she delivered the pizza that you stole. Realizing his mistake, Okuhiko freezes mid-pose. I can't help but sigh. Huh? Wait, earlier you were Asakura, right? Well, yeah, you see. Okuhiko looks at me. I avert my eyes, ignoring him. I have no reason to support his sneaky plan. Just then, the door flies open. Startled, we all turn to look. My god, another character. Who the hell is this? Who is this? You look like more of the rough and tumble type, I guess? The type of girl maybe who would use boku. Standing there is a girl with her hair tied in a ponytail. Or maybe not. maybe not. Maybe you're more of a Karen. Can I speak to the manager? Excuse me, I'm Asakura. Can I speak to the manager? The girl's gaze sweeps over us. She isn't particularly tall, yet I feel like I'm being looked down upon. Yes, that would be me. Izumi-san responds, slightly puzzled. Grumpy girl detected, is she the tsundere? Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe the tsundere type then. I'm like trying to place everybody. She's like either gruff and tumble, or maybe more I was thinking more like princess-like, but I don't know. It depends. Izumi-san responds, slightly puzzled. It seems like she doesn't quite feel the power this young lady exudes. Quite impressive. I demand an explanation. A sudden shout. I don't have enough voices for everyone here, so you're all just gonna have to try your best. We all freeze in response. Perhaps noticing our reaction, the girl takes a deep breath. She seems to be trying to calm herself. Excuse the outburst. I'm Saki Asakura from the Asakura family. We own a villa in the area. Okay, so I was a little right about that. Kind of high and mighty. Kind of a little rich.
So her name is Saki Asakura. A villa, huh? She must actually be quite rich, just as she appears. My. Well, we always appreciate your business. Well, I really don't come here that often. And where's the pizza I ordered? Huh? What are you talking about? The pizza! How many hours do you think have passed since I ordered it? How many hours? 6 hours. 6! What kind of place is this? You've been waiting for 6 hours? There are some seriously patient folks out here, eh? I am not speaking with you. I wasn't particularly talking to you either. He just said what was on his mind. Don't talk until I say so. Got it? Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, well. Huh? Saki gives me a piercing look. Her gaze is so intense. I fall silent, but I don't hesitate to reply. I feel like we're on different routes with different girls, so like right now, we have completely like stonewalled Yuka. We just do not care about her at all in the slightest. It can't be helped. But as for Yuka versus this girl, I mean, not Yuka, Haruka versus this girl, I'm still leaning towards Haruka? I don't hesitate to reply. What's with the high and mighty attitude? What did you say? What's the big deal anyway? The delivery may have been late, but if you're so upset, you should have contacted the cafe sooner. It's a totally valid point. Saki seems a bit daunted, but she glares right back at me. What the? Acting like you know what's what. This is why I don't want to talk to lowlives like yous. Like you, even. Enough. I already said I'm not here to argue with you. Right now, the only person I want to talk to is the manager. It's probably pointless to say anything more. I decide to end this unproductive discussion. Okay, understand. But really. It's not a good idea for a young lady to be so aggressive. Oh no, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! No! There you go. I won't yield to any authority, even if it's some rich girl. Besides, that's how I truly feel. Well, it's not how I truly feel per se. I mean, she could have she didn't have to come in here and be so unbelievably angry about a pizza. I would have been more impressed if she had been more congenial. Perhaps she's calmed down a bit, or realized that further arguing is futile. Saki shoots me a parting glance and heads toward the counter. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of, from that one interaction alone, she reminds me of that one girl, Ebihara from Persona 4. From Persona 4, like her whole social link is kind of that you kind of have to, she's a rich girl and she's like really mean to people, but you kind of have to talk back to her, otherwise she just won't respect you as a person. Is kind of what that reminds me of. Funny enough, I bet Okiko's is richer than her. Yeah, probably. I think I was getting the feeling that maybe they're about the same richness, but I don't know. I don't know. I noticed Yuka staring at Saki. She appears speechless. She must be really surprised. I hear a humph from Okiko. He clearly isn't pleased to be outdone by Saki. Haruka's had her head down the entire time. She just does not care. Really, what's her deal? What the hell? What? Saki leans forward over the counter. She continues to gripe to Izumi-san. So, what were you doing for the past 6 hours? I was waiting for my pizza. For 6 hours? You're kidding? I don't have that much time to waste, you know. While Izumi-san's words are gentle, they don't seem very concerned. Saki seems to be getting more and more irritated, so we're just not going to talk about the finger. We're just not going to talk about the face that's on the finger and what's going on here.
I told you, you know. Told you that we'd be that patient. We'd have to be patient. But
who's talking right now? It says Saki, but it did understand. It did. I'm confused about this one. But it did understand that I ordered pizza even without us speaking the same language, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. I don't understand. The translation garbled up. What the hell is she talking about? Yet Izumi-san nods in understanding. Maybe she's talking to about the finger. Oh, maybe the finger is its own character. Okay. Anyway, I had no choice but to play with it. I get it now. I have no idea what's going on. Does Izumi-san really understand? Then Kurumi approaches Izumi-san.
Big sis, do you understand what she's saying? She sounds freaking crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Izumi-san whispers something back to Kurumi. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll take care of this.
What? What are you talking about?
There's nothing we can do, so I'll just hear her out for now. This type of customer just wants to complain, then she will leave. So be patient, okay? I see. She's certainly experienced in dealing with this kind of customer.
Why do we have to be patient?
Well, because we did make a delivery mistake.
What? I definitely delivered it.
Don't raise your voice. Would this be happening if you hadn't made a mistake, Kurumi?
That's horrible. Big sis, do you think I'm lying?
But she said it wasn't delivered.
I did deliver. I delivered it to Asakura-san.
I suddenly realized something. That pizza from earlier. Kurumi did say she was taking it to Asakura-san. And Okiko took it. I look at him. He seems to have realized it too. He's panicking. At that moment, Saki pounds her fist on the counter.
Don't talk until I say so. But I definitely delivered it to Asakura-san.
She points at Okiko. He instantly turns his face away. Well, this has been very fun, guys. I think I have to go get out of here. Now, what the hell does this mean? Saki glares at Okiko. His legs freeze in place. He's trying to escape. Wait, I can't explain. I won't defend Okiko. Can I get the Okiko route? Sure. I mean, I don't really like him, though. I don't really like him, though. I won't defend Okiko. He can die. He's the one who caused this mess. Though, it might all be because of Yuka's cooking. Wait, I thought Kurumi realized she delivered it to the wrong to the wrong house. Did you not tell her that it was the wrong address? We said it was the wrong address, but then Okiko came out and was like, hey, I'm Asakura, so I think it all worked out. It all worked out anyway, in a way. It was like, yeah, sure, you have the right address. Stop talking. Stop talking. Don't worry about it. As Saki continues to go after Okiko, Yuka suddenly speaks. Saki, could you be Saki Asakura from middle school? Come on, remember? We went to the same school. Oh, okay. From middle school, from that middle school. Of course. Do you remember me? What was it? I think it was during some event. You remember, we drew a wizard picture together? Yuka! It really is you, Saki. Long time no see. How many years has it been? Since I entered K University's high school, so about 5 years. What a coincidence. How have you been? You're still at K University, right? Of course. What about you, Yuka? What brought you to this island? You're not living here, are you? No, we're staying up in a lodge on up on the hill for our university seminar retreat. What? Wait, that's really close to our villa. Yeah, we know, that's how we stole the pizza. Suddenly, the two of them get all excited. It sounds like Saki visits her family's villa every year. She's been out here on the island since the exam break in February. And she plans to stay until her university starts. Well, you're gonna stay here forever because we never leave this one time loop. Quite different from us. While I ponder this, Izumi-san interrupts Yuka and Saki. Well then, let me treat you both to a meal tonight as a celebration of your reunion. I don't know. What? No way. Oh, who's talking right now? Yuka. Yuka. What? No way. We couldn't do that. Yeah. Hold on a sec. I came here to sort out the pizza situation. Stop being angry. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. It'll be fine. So, consider it an apology for that as well. Ignoring the stunned Saki, Izumi-san turns her attention to us. How about you guys join too? I find myself struggling to answer. It feels awkward to be treated like this by people I've just met. Yet going back to the lodge means facing Yuka's deadly cooking. What to do? I hesitate looking at Haruka. And she doesn't say anything. She's like, whatever, I don't want to be here. And Haruka looks away. This is the 86th time that we've been here. You don't understand. I'll pass. Seems to me that's what she's saying. If that's the case, then we should...
Come on, eat here, won't you?
Kurumi's voice interrupts my train of thought. She grabs my arm with both hands like a child begging for a toy.
It's so lonely if you guys leave just after we've met. Come on, please.
That's right. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Izumi-san chimes in along with Kurumi. But even so, I can't shake off the unease caused by Haruka's earlier behavior. Or maybe... Is it because you can't eat my cooking? Izumi-san smiles as she says this, but there seems to be a hint of hostility in her words. What is going on here, I wonder? I'd be honored to eat your cooking. There's no way I could refuse. Alright, so you guys are eating here. I thought it'd be a hassle to go back to the lodge and prepare something, so I'm happy. You'll eat with us, Saki, right? We'll be heading back together anyway. You're right. I suppose it's fine. Alright, it's decided then. By the way, Izumi-san, what's on the menu? Let's see. Izumi-san hesitates a bit, then her face brightens up. Let's go with paella and Italian salad, along with some pumpkin soup. I hate pumpkin. I hate pumpkin soup. Paella might be a problem, Izumi-san. I just blurted this out, not really even aware of it. Why? A problem? Oh, could it be you're underestimating my skills? Huh? No way, not at all. Then why is paella a problem? Because aren't you short on rice? What? Izumi-san looks surprised and checks the rice bin in the corner of the counter. You're right. There's only 2 servings of rice left.
Big sis, it's because of the lunchtime group.
Kurumi suddenly cries out. You're right. Now that you mention it. I completely forgot. I made 10 servings of curry earlier. Now I have a craving for paella. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Interesting. Are we ever gonna, like... like inside, internally, we're having all these coincidences of like, hey, I remember this and that, and like we've said it. We've kind of talked about it a little bit of like, hey, I've kind of been here before. Isn't that kind of weird and strange? But we haven't really said anything yet. And I'm wondering if we're gonna bring it up to somebody at some point. But Makoto-kun, how do you know about that? Well, it's just... Huh? Well, it's just... What? What was I gonna say? Wait, why do I know something like that? I mean, I just kinda knew. That's actually the truth. I really just kinda knew. There's no other reason. Izumi-san tilts her head, puzzled. Everyone else stares at me curiously.
But does that even matter? Does it even matter that we're in a time loop? Come on, don't worry about it.
All eyes then turn to move to Kurumi.
What's important is that we noticed early. It would have been too late if we realized after starting to cook, right?
That's for sure. Everyone nods in agreement.
More importantly, what should we do about the rice? That's the real issue, you know.
Then why don't I go buy some? I'm the first to volunteer. Maybe it's because I feel like I want to escape this situation. After all, we're being treated to a feast, so I should help out a little. I couldn't have you do that. It's really not a problem, not at all. You have your own preparations to worry about, Izumi-san. Before I get back, I hope you make sure everything is ready. You sure? Is Haruka gonna go with us? Yeah. Well then, sorry to impose, but can I take you up on that offer? Of course. In that case, I'll help out too. No. I was hoping more. Haruka, you wanna show up here? No. Eh? I thought I might help you, Izumi-san, as an assistant, and prepare one dish as well, you know? Oh. You know, Yuka, it's not necessary. Okihiko, Haruka, and I all freeze up. You can't do that, Yuka. Why not? That's rude, isn't it? You're going to be shopping with me. Is she though? Well, that's just so rude, isn't it? That's rude, isn't it? Rude? Come on, think about it. If you were in Izumi-san's position, Yuka, what would you do? If someone invited you to a feast suddenly, said they wanted to help, what would you do? Okay. I guess I get what you're saying. Right? So, Yuka, you just sit tight and wait for the meal. Yes, I appreciate the offer's help, but for today, please leave everything to us. Okay, I'll be a proper guest and stay out of the kitchen. Close call. By the way, Izumi-san, you said us. Does that mean...
That's right. I'm gonna help too.
Kurumi is technically an employee here for now.
But really, all I can do is help with plating and preparing the dishes.
Kurumi sticks out her tongue playfully. Well then, I'll head out now. Haruka, last chance. Last chance. I rush out the door, grab the handle. Yet, somehow, going alone feels a bit lonely. Since everyone is just gonna wait here, maybe I should invite someone to come along. With that in mind, I call out to Haruka. I call out to Saki. Why would I bring Saki? We just met her. I call out to Haruka. Hey, Haruka. You want to go shopping with me? With all this in mind, the idea that there's different routes, I guess you can get like some very good replayability, I guess, out of the game, where it's like, I'm very much on the Haruka route, and if I were to restart, I bet that the Saki route would be very, very different. So, Finally, Haruka! Yeah! Finally time with best girl. Hey, Haruka, you want to go shopping with me? No reply. Okay, never mind, my bad. I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. Haruka gives me a sidelong glance, and after a few seconds of contemplation, she silently stands up. Though Haruka hasn't said anything, it appears she's agreed to go. Alright, let's get a move on. Haruka silently walks past me. She heads outside alone. Hey, wait a second, Haruka. I hurriedly follow after her. Alright, 5:42 p.m. Gotta pay attention to the time. The time is supposedly very important in this game, I think. It's like Fate Stay Night. There is an underlying fantasy story, but you can romance different girls to change what parts of the story you see. Yeah, that's the thing that I had in mind. Not that I know Fate Stay Night, but that's the idea that I had in mind, where it's like, I feel like we're gonna learn more about the mystery through talking to different girls. After passing through the cafe door, I see Haruka waiting there, small and quiet. Like at the very beginning as well, we say she dies on the 6th day, and I hold her in my arms or something like that. And so we don't actually specify which girl that is. So I assume after this week, it's just gonna be Haruka again and again and again, because that's the only girl that we really care about, seemingly. Shall we go then? Fine. I feel the energy drain from Haruka's legs as she takes her first step. Why are her reactions always so lackluster? Wait a second. Izumi-san comes running out of the shop. Sorry, I almost forgot to say, but there's a bicycle parked to the side of the shop. You can use it. A bicycle? That's right. It won't take too long to walk there, but, you know, you'll have something to carry. Oh, yeah. Carrying a 10-kilogram bag of rice on foot would be quite a task. The key's already in the bike lock. Well then, thanks again. Yep. Is there only gonna be one bike? Leaving Izumi-san, I head towards the side of the cafe. Just then, the bicycle suddenly slices through the air with a whoosh. It's Haruka. Huh? Haruka, when did you... Haruka doesn't stop or slow down, or reply, at all. Hey, wait! Jeez. I impulsively start running after her. Haruka's pedaling away, gradually getting more distant. I desperately increase my running speed. However, it seems unlikely that I'll catch up. Haruka's only going faster. Hey, Haruka! Wait for me! At my shout, Haruka finally hits the brakes. Finally. Once I catch up, Haruka says just one thing. I'll take care of myself. At this point, even I'm taken aback. Haruka can ride on your handlebars, or you can ride on your handlebars, or she can just hijack the bike and not invite us at all. Not invite us at all. We're all just here. At this point, even I'm taken aback. You just try being left behind, eh? Why don't you just take care of yourself? Hey, Haruka, there's only one bicycle, Do you understand what that means? What I want to say is... Then, get on. Yay, finally. What? Just one person can ride on the cargo rack. Things can't be like this. It's in your hands. I don't actually know what's a good answer here. should I just follow along? She's like, I can take care of myself and you can take care of yourself. So if that's the case, the good answer I think would be to say, yeah, yeah, sure, whatever you say. All right, it's in your hands. I start to feel annoyed with myself. Why does it have to be like this? I should also remember that saving is a thing that I can do in this game. Whoopsie daisy. And so, on that note, I end up sitting rather miserably on the cargo rack, with Haruka pedaling the bicycle. I have a slight sense of embarrassment, frustration, and, well, a hint of melancholy. There are girls where, even though they're so close to you, they still feel so far away. That's how I feel. Starting to feel like that wasn't a good choice. Shit. Do keep in mind that I'm pretty sure it's illegal to ride tandem in Japan. Oh yeah, no, it is. It is. Let me... Is there a quick load here? Alright, it's here. Load. We're gonna try that one again. Can I... No, not load. Save from here. Let's go with number 2. Save slot. Alright. Things can't be like this. I can get it if the roles were reversed. Well, I guess there's no choice. What? Okay, saying that, Haruka quite unexpectedly starts pedaling the bicycle again, completely composed. In a panic, I quickly leap onto the cargo rack of the bicycle. What? You're getting on then? Yes, please give me a ride. I start to feel annoyed with myself. Why does it always have to be like this? Alright, well, in that case... No, not a quick save, damn it. My bad. My bad. We're gonna load from here. And go with the other one, because that seemed to be the better choice. Alright, I'm gonna try and save before, like, difficult choices, but I'm not gonna try and doubt my choices too much. Whatever happens, happens. It's in your hands. I believe in you. I've believed in you from the very beginning. Of course I have. It's not like I went back and changed my choice. That'd be crazy. Alright, 6:11 p.m. I push the enormous shopping bag into the bicycle's basket. As I do, the front wheel bends slightly and wobbles. After all, it's a 10-kilogram bag of rice. I don't speak kilograms, I need pounds. I don't understand. Ignoring the bent wheel, Haruka smoothly mounts the bicycle with composure. Wait a sec. Hurry and get on. No matter how you look at it, given the state of the bicycle, I can't allow this to happen again. Besides, Haruka is a girl, although there is something mysterious about her. Aren't we going back? Isn't it my turn to pedal now? I blurted out. Huh? I said it's my turn. My turn for the captain's chair. I move Haruka aside, grabbing the bicycle's handlebars. I turn to face her, gesturing to the cargo rack. People should help each other, right? It might get me in trouble later, but I can't help showing off a bit. Help each other. Anyway, just get on. Haruka nods. For someone who seems so stubborn, she also has a strangely obedient side. Glancing at the girl sitting sideways on a cargo rack, I can't help but smile. This is just a very goofy scene. But still, I'm regretting this. What do I regret? Putting Haruka on the cargo rack? Haruka is slender, so she should be quite light. However, the 10 kilograms of rice is no joke. The strain on my quadriceps. That doesn't seem right. Yeah? I know muscles. I don't know. It's intense. Should I get off? Firmly gripping my waist, Haruka asked me from behind. No, it's fine. I got this. Feeling irritated, I won't give in here. I'm being stubborn. It would be more logical if I got off. Logical, give me a break. It's fine. You think I give up? Here. Why are you so angry? Doesn't matter. I said I'll steer, so I'm gonna do that, no matter what. I see. I glance back at her. I'm suddenly curious about what kind of expression she has. At that moment, the squashed rear wheel slips and we start drifting. Watch out! As I yell, Haruka tightly clings to my back. I feel the whole sensation of two small mounts pressing against me. My whole body heats up. We're gonna die right now. Now's not the time for that. Alright, we made it back home. Right, dinner is ready. Wow, amazing. We did it. It's 7-11. The dishes that Izumi-san bring over look so exquisite. You can tell just by looking that they're gonna be delicious. The pumpkin soup gives off a rich, creamy aroma. The dressing accompanied the Italian salad is fragrant with olive oil and garlic. And the paella, heaped with seafood, gives off a wonderful bouillabaisse fragrance. I love Italian. I know Italian. My mouth is watering. Let's dig in. He's a guy, it's always time for that. I'm pretty sure if we're gonna die, like we're moments away from drifting and like probably potentially dying and losing all our food. Possibly not, but this is an Uchikoshi game, so obviously. I hurriedly try a spoonful of piping hot pumpkin soup. Ooh. I thought I might faint right then and there. It's just so good. There's a world of difference between this dish and what Yuka prepared earlier, if you can even call that a dish. The contrast between the two Izumi-san's cooking tastes even better. Izumi-san, this is phenomenal. My taste buds are dancing with the flavors. I'm really glad you like it. Izumi-san watches us looking content. Now, even you have nothing to complain about, right? I realized that at the very beginning of the very beginning, when we first started the game, there was something about like, oh, who smoked the cigarette that we didn't really touch back on. I wonder if that's ever gonna be, I mean, it's obviously gonna be brought up again, but how are we gonna find out about that if we're never there in the week to like see that? I guess we just have to know to wake up early and like go outside and see who's smoking. Now, even you have nothing to complain about, right? Yuka speaks to Saki. Well, I suppose. It's not bad. Despite her words, Saki is rapidly trying one dish after another. Oh. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Despite her worry about one after the other, she didn't get her pizza, so maybe she hasn't had lunch. Izumi-san looks quite satisfied by Saki's appetite. Across from me, Haruka and Kurumi are sitting next to each other. These two have the same voice also. We learned that last stream.
See? Big Sis's cooking is the best, right?
Kurumi asks Haruka with a smile. Then, Haruka suddenly stops moving. She gently returns the spoon she was holding to her plate. The entire group falls silent. What's wrong, Haruka? Despite my asking, her lips remain tightly sealed. Kurumi also looks puzzled as she gazes at Haruka from the side. I'm sorry. A small whisper escapes Haruka's lips. You not feeling so good? Okiko asked with seeming concern. I'm not. Haruka definitely doesn't look so good. Come to think of it, she seemed a bit off since we arrived at Luna Beach. I'm really sorry. Saying so, Haruka stands up. Are you okay? Izumi-san looks anxious and leans in next to Haruka. Supported by Izumi-san, Haruka sits down at the far corner of the counter, farthest away from where we're all sitting.
Did I say something bad?
Kurumi is bewildered, like she has no idea what to do. Her childlike eyes are pure and clear.
It's not your fault at all. It's okay, Kurumi-chan. It's not because of you.
Yuka's gentle voice keeps the peace. Okay. That was a very awkward scene, but sure. 8:29 p.m. After enjoying the lavish dinner, we're once again seated around a large table. I'm just thinking, like, this is already day one. This is just day one. So if this is just how day one is going to play out, and we have at least 5 more days, because she dies on day 6, right? This is going to be a long beginning part of the game. This is going to be a long playthrough. After enjoying the lavish dinner, we're once again seated around a large table. Haruka seems to have calmed down and returns to us. After cleaning up, Izumi-san brings us post-dinner tea. I assume she must know then. She knows that we're in a loop and she's getting that feeling and she's not feeling well about that. Are there enough cups of tea? Izumi-san compares the number of cups to the number of people. And then... Sorry to intrude so much, Okiko says. Although he doesn't seem very apologetic. By the way, Izumi-san. You mentioned earlier that Luna Beach becomes a combination of a cafe and a bar at night. I did, and? Does that mean that tonight you're closed the cafe early just for us? Huh? Come to think of it, it's true. While we were eating, they had no customers come in. So you did close the cafe early for us.
That's not it at all.
Kurumi suddenly laughs, holding her stomach.
We're still open, even now. This is normal for us. In other words, we're open, but have like 0 business.
Well, at night at least. So we can show up at night then. That would be a good place for all of us to meet, I guess.
But even during the day, we don't have many customers, do we?
Alright, Kurumi, this is something to... Well, it is the off-season. Izumi-san looks a bit embarrassed. But it's strange that a place like this isn't doing well, isn't it?
Everyone goes to Sukiya.
Sukiya?
Look, you can see it, right? That big building.
Looking in the direction Kurumi's pointing, sure enough, I can see a gleaming white building with lights shining in the darkness.
That's the Sukiya Hotel. It's our competition. It may appear luxurious, but really, it's nothing special. Their rooftop restaurant has better views and is much cheaper than we are.
But it lacks sophistication. Saki interjects with a single comment. It doesn't match the surrounding scenery at all. It's just flashy for the sake of it. That's what you call being ostentatious. Exactly. You're so right. So true, Umpi. You have good taste, Saki-chan. Izumi-san enthusiastically agrees. Well, it's not like I'm defending this place or anything. Baka. All right, there we go. There we go. There's the tsundery-ness. However, Saki's words didn't seem to be genuinely heartfelt. Deliberately avoiding agreement with others. That's probably the mischievous nature of someone like Saki. On the other hand, Izumi-san wears a cheerful smile as she fiddles with a teaspoon. She clearly understands the true meaning behind Saki's words.
And they even have a heated pool.
Oh, that would go really well, actually. I'm surprised a place like that is cheaper. I'm guessing maybe it's a chain and they just kind of like set up a shop around here, and so they have the luxury, if they have other places in business and are making a good amount of money, they have the luxury to sort of do that, I guess. Kurumi is the only one who's worked up about that. Her out-of-place comment makes us all laugh. 8:59. Okay. Alright, let's go see that so-called heated pool. I make a playful suggestion. While most are in favor, there is one person who persistently opposes the idea. Is it Kurumi or... Come on, we've seen it, right? Let's head back. It's a bit surprising to see Izumi-san hesitating like this. Also, it's equally surprising that everyone else seems to agree with my idea. I had really only suggested it as a joke. Never did I expect it to actually be put into action.
That was easier than I thought.
Says Yuka. Her tone's barely above a whisper, but I can see she's excited. Oh, so we're sneaking in. Okay. See, didn't I tell you? I reply with pride. The pool area lacks any kind of fence. Instead, a simple hedge surrounds it. Squeezing through a gap makes it incredibly easy for us to sneak in. Conveniently, the pool area appears deserted. Ah, that's right! Yuka cries out, as if she's thought of something. Huh?
I brought my swimsuit.
Why? Why? How? How did you know to bring your swimsuit? What?
I mean, we just managed to sneak in. It would be a waste not to swim, right? Alright then. I'm gonna go back to the lodge and get my swimsuit. Tell everyone.
Okay, so you're going back to the lodge. Hey, wait, Yuka! She ignores me leaving the pool. Back to the lodge. She says it like it's nothing, but considering the distance, it might take her nearly an hour to get there and back. Are we supposed to wait here until then? Good God, Yuka can be quite selfish. Just then, Saki appears. She turns to me and asks, "This is how most Japanese hotels are, don't you think?" What do you mean? The owners of this place don't understand the true beauty of Tsukiyama. Saki looks so serious, it's scary. No matter how hard people may try, we can't compete with the beauty of nature. You're right. I wonder. I mean, I'm not really on your route, so to speak, but I mean, I agree with you. You're right. I decide to match her feelings. Right? This is just some tacky entertainment facility, isn't it? Makoto-kun, you really get it, don't you? I mean, sure, whatever you say. With a satisfied expression, Saki walks off. Alright, great chat. However, in reality, I can't really vibe with what she's saying. Really. I'm finding myself thinking how romantic this place is, which I find pretty rare for me. The lights embedded in the bottom of the pool give the water a pale shine. It looks like the water itself is glowing. The beams of light spreading from the bottom are like a gateway to heaven. Blah blah blah. Give me 1 second here. I also realized I forgot my water in the other room. Oh well. It feels like just diving into that water would be a journey into a dazzling world of light. Well, I guess this is alright. Suddenly, Okiko appears, acting pompous as usual. Thanks to him, I'm abruptly pulled back to reality.
You see? You get what I'm saying, right?
This time, it's Kurumi. I smile and respond. By the way, where's Haruka? I spot her right away. Sitting on the edge of the pool, she is dipping her toes into the water. With every movement of her slender feet, small ripples spread out. Her entire body is adorned with shimmering shadows, dancing gently. Drawn toward her, I walk over slowly. I sit down quietly beside her, without a word. Only the sound of droplets splashing into the water resonates in the silence.
Oh, come on! Come on over here!
Hey, Kurumi, don't shout so loud! Don't do it! On the opposite sides of the pool, the two sisters playfully interacting. The gentle night breeze coming and going. The peaceful scent of springtime in the air. And Haruka's figure bathed in blue light, so beautifully translucent. I ask, does that feel good? Silently gaze at Haruka's face. I said I was gonna say before things. No, 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 this is low, this is low. Don't load. Don't do it. Don't do it. Save. Overwrite. They who suit the water. Common root. Okay. But I'm not gonna like bother with it too much. I silently gaze at Haruka's face. Haruka doesn't seem to mind me sitting next to her and keeps dipping her toes in the water. Splish splash. Observing her profile, I suddenly notice her expression is a little different from before. What should I say? It's as if she's been set free by realizing something important. I feel the sensation of being drawn into her eyes. It feels good. What? Her voice shakes me from my trance. I stumble for a response. No, not that. Her words make my heart pound. There's a warmth in her response that hadn't been anything she's ever said. Maybe for the first time, I had touched Haruka's warmth. I don't know why, but it makes my chest swell with emotion. To hide that emotion, I look toward the water in the distance. A pale light spreads like ripples over the surface. The effect makes me feel dizzy. A land of light, as if it could pull me in at any moment. Gradually, my vision blurs. A languid feeling begins to envelop me. My consciousness becomes hazy. Where am I? Where am I, actually? That's a good question. I suddenly snap back to reality. No, this is another timeline, I think. On the opposite sides of the pool, I can still see Izumi-san and Kurumi playfully interacting. Hey, stop that. Act your age or I'll get mad.
Nah, come and get me.
Kurumi provocatively stands on the edge of the pool. Izumi-san consciously closes the gap between them, trying to catch Kurumi. And then... Look, I gotcha! Izumi-san finally grabs Kurumi's sleeve. I can't believe Yuka just kind of pieced out like that. It's like, it's gonna take you an hour to go back and get here? Is that really worth it? At that very moment, the earth starts to shake, huh? What? And also my controller starts to shake. The water's calm surface turns turbulent, creating ripples everywhere. The beams of light shatter into fragments, scattering in all directions. It's already too late when I realize what's happening. Izumi-san falls into the pool with a big splash. Was this some kind of cunning move? Sacrificing Izumi-san to survive by herself on the poolside. Izumi-san emerges from the water, resembling a frightened child, her expression filled with fear. So in a minute, there's about to be a earthquake, is what you're saying? I suddenly snap back to reality. Oh boy. On the opposite sides of the pool, I could still see Izumi-san and Kurumi playfully interacting. What the? Hey, stop that. Act your age, I'll get mad. Here we go again.
Nah, come and get me.
Kurumi provocatively stands on the edge of the water. Again. I instinctively realize what's happening. I feel like I'm having deja vu. Oh boy, well, nice stream title I did there. It was all planned. I knew this would happen. Just like when Haruka tripped at Tsukiyama. As I'm thinking this, I see Izumi-san carefully approaching Kurumi. I know what's happening, so I shout out, "Izumi-san, stop!" But she only glances in my direction. She quickly shifts her gaze back and continues to moving toward Kurumi. "Izumi-san! Kurumi!" I raise my voice even more, but it seems like they aren't paying any attention to me. This won't do. I won't be able to convey anything more than a simple warning. In that case... Hizumi-san! There's an earthquake coming! I shout out. Hearing this, Kurumi turns around abruptly. I know that when earthquakes happen, not that earthquakes ever really happen that much in America. I guess it depends on where you are. If you're in LA or something like that, you probably experience them often. But at least for the places that I've lived, I've never really experienced an earthquake. I think like maybe once, I think. I know like the common thing is like to stand in a doorway or to stand like, or to be under a table. But I don't know if being in like a pool or a water during an earthquake actually is safer then. I assume that it is, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. However, taking advantage of that moment. Look, I gotcha. Izumi-san finally managed to grab Kurumi's sleeve. It was all something I knew. Oh boy, oh goody. Deja vu. That's a good song. Actually, you know what? Maybe one of these days I'm gonna start the stream. I'm gonna start the stream, like, start with playing that music instead of the regular title screen music. I think it will work. The ground trembled. The water's surface became turbulent, and the light scattered aimlessly. At that moment, it was already too late. We're all about to die. Also, Yuka is off there alone. That's probably not good for her. With a big splash, Izumi-san falls into the pool. She emerges from the water, her expression of extreme fear mirroring what I had just witnessed. Eventually, the earth regains its calm, and silence returns to the water's surface. If you are in the water, the vibrations of the ground won't move you, but it will rock the water and break the surface tension if it's strong enough, making it harder to reach the surface. Okay, so that's, in that case, you wouldn't, I mean, a pool might be fine, but you probably wouldn't, may be fine, possibly be fine, but you wouldn't want to be out in the ocean during an earthquake. Also, if someone falls into the water, you can't easily avoid it. Right. As Izumi-san climbs out of the pool, she's soaking wet from head to toe. Oh, well, there was no sense of, somebody's gonna die. Okay. Kurumi, who had successfully survived the fall, and Izumi-san, who had fallen for her trap. The sisters exchanged glances, and they suddenly burst into laughter, as if springs had been released in them. So about Yuka, the sound of them joyfully laughing shows how close they are. The two keep on laughing without end. You've gotta be kidding me. I let out a sigh, making my way to the opposite side of the pool. If I leave them be, they might keep laughing until sunrise. Their voices echo off the walls of the hotel, resounding higher and higher. Oh, look at that. I was just about to say, we're about to be caught if they hear all the laughing. We soon find ourselves subjected to the furious shouts of the security guards. Oh well. 9:43 now. I'm just saying, we should be very, very concerned about Yuka. Well, if earthquake was strong enough to affect the ocean, you'd have tsunamis, which is a completely different problem. Oh, okay, I see. If it's strong enough to shake, to break the surface tension. So if it's strong enough to affect the whole entirety of the ocean, that's what causes tsunamis, and that would be a different problem. Okay. All right. So generally speaking, it would be safe to be in the water during an earthquake, unless there is a tsunami, in which case, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. We hurriedly escape, returning to Luna Beach. We've been back for about a half hour, and I've been thinking something the whole time. Where is Yuka? Oh, well, whatever. Haruka stumbling on Tsukiyama, the shortage of rice, and now, that earthquake and Izumi-san falling into the pool. There's an earthquake coming. At that time, it seems like no one paid any attention to what I said. Now they're all currently engrossed in something else. That was really close. I was wondering how many things would turn out there. I was wondering how things would turn out there for a moment. Izumi-san was too slow, and she got caught by his security guards.
If Haruka-san hadn't thought on her feet, we'd all be caught by now.
Would have thought to grab security guard's hat. Really? Okay. Sure. Whatever works. And the fact that he was wearing a wig under it. How did she know? It's almost like she's been here before.
And then she just
Tosses it into the middle of the pool. The expression on the security guard's face was priceless. Haruka struggles to remain composed, but a faint blush betrays her feelings. And then... Huh, what's wrong, Makoto-kun? Saki asks when she notices the change in my demeanor. Nah, it's just... Something on your mind? Kinda. What should I say? Earlier, I experienced a strange phenomenon. A strange phenomenon. How should I put it into words? Vaguely describe it. No. Bluntly say I had a premonition. No one's gonna believe me, but maybe Haruka will? In a word, I had a premonition. I say bluntly. For some reason, I suddenly seem to have gained the ability of precognition. I can't think of a better phrase to describe what's been happening to me, except that I've gained precognition. Okiko cast me a mocking gaze. Look, didn't I tell you, before Izumi-san fell into the pool, that there was an earthquake coming?
Well, come to think of it, you did say that.
And also this evening, when we had no rice left, I somehow knew. Well... And other things too, that no one else noticed, like when Haruka stumbled at Tsukiyama. Huh? Hey now, are you pulling our leg, Ishihara? Okiko glares at me sharply. Or are you trying to deceive us? Dumbass, there's nothing to gain from doing that. This is some practical joke, right? So you're having fun pranking us then? Huh? Well, it's April Fool's Day today. Oh, yeah. yeah, it is. I was hoping no one would bring it up. I didn't expect Ishihara to be so attached to such an outdated custom. No, it's not like that. I swear this isn't some joke. Right, fine, I gotcha. It doesn't sound like you get anything. I do get it. I believe you. Well then, Professor Ishihara, can you predict what will happen tomorrow? Well... Can't figure it out, Professor. In that case, even something in an hour, or even a minute from now? Why is no one like, where is Yuka? What? I thought you said you had precognition. I mean, that's not how it works for me. See, that's what I thought. Trying to deceive us is fine, but at least try to say something believable. Rather than something so far-fetched, even a kid wouldn't fall for it. But, wait a moment. The thing about the rice, as well as the earthquake, that doesn't seem like some kind of lie someone would make up. Saki to the rescue. Yeah, Saki! Yippee! Thank you. Thank you so much. Yet, there's another possibility, Saki-chan. This evening, when we first arrived here, didn't Kurime-chan say something about lunch service? Something about a large group coming here?
Yeah, I did.
I bet Ishihara reasoned that the cafe would be short on rice after feeding such a big group. No? Is there a log? Hold on. Yeah, there's a log. This evening, when we first arrived here, didn't Kurumi-chan say something about lunch service? Something about a large group coming here. Yeah, I did. But that happened after the fact, right? I don't know if they mentioned it twice, but... We did... Yeah, we did, it was afterwards. Yeah, I swear she said that after you found out that you had no rice left. Yeah. False memory, Okiko? Can't be trusted? Alright. Then, the earthquake. It doesn't even need an explanation, right? That's probably just because Ishihara was the first one to notice the earthquake. Huh? Plain dumb? So, basically, when Ishihara announced the earthquake, he could already feel it. We were focused on Izumi-san and Kurumi playing around, so we just didn't notice. It's possible Ishihara might have sensed the small tremors that preceded the main quake. Most people don't feel those. Naturally, if you can sense those precursor tremors, predicting the main quake is simple, you see? I see.
So that's what it was.
Ishihara, isn't it about time you confessed? I keep silent. Frankly, I didn't want to say anything more. There's nothing sadder than not being believed. I feel like I was being framed for murder. Speaking of murder, I mean, not that I think that she was murdered, but like, again, Saki, why aren't you saying like, hey, Yuka, it would be cool if she were here? If they don't want to believe me, that's fine. I'm feeling somewhat sulky. Then, how refreshing. Izumi-san says as she returns from showering. Hey everyone, there are strawberries in the fridge. Want some? The topic of my premonitions is dropped. Dang, I really thought that Haruka would latch onto that. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, you're completely fine. I thought you were gonna be like missing for 5 days or something. Sure, okay. Oh, come on. Why did everyone come back so soon? Yuka enters the cafe in a huff. After all, she had gone all the way back to the lodge to get her swimsuit, only to return just now. It's interesting because I feel like... How to describe it? In Zero Escape, the main Zero Escape series, like, it starts in this very weird and bizarre situation, right? Where it's people being trapped in a place and they don't understand what's going on or how they got here, really. So the stakes are already, from the very beginning, very high. And there's nowhere really to go, but... I mean, they can get a little bit higher, but there's nowhere really to go except, like, downhill, basically. And then I feel like... What else would I say? It's like, I feel like The Somnium Files is like, it's pretty normal when it starts, but it's also in a sci-fi setting. In a sci-fi fantasy world where, like, eyeballs can talk to you, you know? So it's a little bit different. Whereas this is just everyday life. It's just everyday life, and there's no other explanation for it. So it's very different from the other two. When I got back to the pool, you were all gone. Look, I bothered to put on a swimsuit and everything. Complaining, Yuka suddenly lifts up her skirt. We didn't need to know this, but her bikini bottoms are fully exposed. A shock runs through my body. It's a swimsuit. It's just a swimsuit, I tell myself. Despite this, I slowly give a thumbs up. Yuka-chan. Okiko manages not to say this before collapsing, blood oozing from his nose. For the first time ever, I witness a man fainting with a nosebleed. Oh well. 10:37. What are we doing? After this, the conversation really gets going. We all seem to get along remarkably well for not knowing each other long. Listening to everyone tell stories, somehow my premonitions don't really matter anymore. Well then, should we head home soon? Saki says this as the conversation dies down. Izumi-san probably has stuff she needs to do. No, the cafe is closed tomorrow. You don't need to worry about me. Really? Yeah, we're normally closed on Tuesdays. Ah, in that case, how about this? Why don't we all go to the pool tomorrow? I want to go to the pool. Very unusual for her. Haruka's the first to agree. That's a good idea, Yuka. Saki seems pretty enthusiastic. How about you, Makoto? I'm cool with it. I have no reason to decline. Maybe it's closer to Steins Gate. I've not seen Steins Gate too much. So I don't know too... The very beginning, Steins Gate starts off with like a conference thing, but I think it's pretty based in reality. It's just more like heavy science fiction rather than anything else, I think, from what I remember of it. It's only natural that if we go to the pool, everyone's gonna be in their swimsuits. I am a guy after all. Okiko, what about you? Sorry, but I have to pass this time. I have plans to go diving tomorrow. You have plans? Diving? Yeah, there's a place in the shopping district that rents out scuba gear. That's impossible, Okiko-kun. Why not? I'm certified. No, I heard the waves will be very high tomorrow. The waves? Yes, there's an out-of-season tropical storm coming in from the south. Oh, okay, well that's how that works. Which will make the waves rough, beginning tomorrow. Oh, that's a visual novel that you should play. It's right up your alley. I am curious about it. I am a little curious about it. I had it when I had my PS Vita. I did have a copy of it, and I started it, and I never finished it. I never finished it. So we'll see. Well, that's what the fisherman Gensan said. It must be true. He was complaining about how they can't go fishing because the waters offshore are going to be too rough. And this storm is moving pretty slowly, so things might be bad for about a week. What? Really? Izumi-san slowly nods. I was really looking forward to it. Well, I guess I can't do anything about it. I'll join you guys. Okiko reluctantly agrees to go. What about you, Kurumi-chan?
I'll go to the pool, too.
Kurumi? Izumi-san is eyeing Kurumi. She looks pensive. It looks like she wants to say something. Well, in that case, I'll go too. What was that about? What was that interaction? Huh. Great, so it's settled then. Yuka's in a very good mood. Alright, then we'll meet you two here tomorrow. We're gonna head back to the lodge now. Yuka, what is this experiment about? We're here on a seminar, and we can just get other people involved? What is it for? What is it about? Do you even know? Sure. Be careful, okay? We say our goodbyes to Kurumi and Izumi-san, leave Luna Beach. Blah, blah, blah. 10:46. Instead of taking the paved road, we walk along Tsukiyama. I was the last to leave, so I trail behind the others. Yuka and Saki are in front, catching up. Okiko, on the other hand, is trying hard to strike up a conversation with Haruka. Doesn't look like it's going well. Suddenly, I stop in my tracks. At the water's edge, I spot a swarm of sea fireflies. With each breaking wave, the brilliant neon blue lights spread across the surface of the water. Moonlight shimmers upon the glossy black ocean. The blue from the fireflies and the shimmering moonlight. I'm captivated by this magical sight. It takes my breath away. The sea breeze feels warm. It doesn't feel like April. I'd like to keep watching forever, but I can't because the others are getting farther and farther away. Watching the sea, I resume walking. After a few steps, I see a different light. A sharp, cold light. It seems to be calling to me. What could it be? In a trance, I make my way toward the source of the light. It's rolling on the wet sand, touched by the waves. I bend down and pick up the light. Huh? Oh, it's this bell. It's a bell. It's the bell. The bell of all time. Suddenly, a chill runs down my spine. Ooh, and the creepy music starts playing. I feel like I'm in Higurashi for some reason. Goosebumps cover my entire body, and my heart starts pounding. No way. That's impossible. This bell. It's the same one that I saw in my dream. The sensation of cold metal in my palm. A string of faded crimson. There's no doubt. But why is it here, of all places? I feel an overwhelming sense of guilt that I've seen something I shouldn't have. I need to get rid of this bell. Right now. Trembling with panic, I throw the bell into the sea. I want to escape from this feeling, even if just for a minute. I imagine that it's going to wash up on shore somehow. The bell flies in an arc, sinking into the dark sea. Yet I continue to shake. The sea flashes through my mind. The scene, even. This morning's nightmare. I shake my head to wipe away that image. It just can't be. There's no way. No way. I repeat these words to myself like a spell. It just resembles the bell from the dream. I mean, even if it's the same bell, does it matter? There's nothing to be afraid of, right? I run along the sandy beach, sprinting forward with all my might. The sand pulls at my feet and I stumble, but I keep running. The eerie sound of the bell resonates in my mind. Oh, well, okay, that was very symbolic. It's hard to run on the sand, obviously, because it's unstable. It's like, it almost feels like you're pulling you down, and so the stumbling, almost like the stumbling through life in the time loops. Very symbolic. Back in my room, I crawl into bed, pull the covers over my head, and close my eyes. I want to fall asleep quickly. By tomorrow morning, I'll surely have forgotten everything. However, my pounding heart keeps me from falling asleep. If everything that happened to me today is truly a form of precognition, if that's the case, could that dream be a vision of the future? If that's really it, then the girl in the dream, who is it? Yuka? Haruka? Saki? Kurumi? Hizumi-san? Could it be one of those five? I mean, probably. Probably. On Saturday, April 6th, is one of them going to die? No. What the hell am I even thinking? Something's wrong with me. I shouldn't be thinking about things that way just because of a few coincidences. Yeah, it's just coincidence. Everything that happened was coincidence. That's all it is. The night feels incredibly long. I finally fall asleep as the sky begins to brighten. Are we gonna have another dream, or? Seems like we won't. 2nd April, Tuesday. And the seagulls cry. This is a different background. What the hell? The morning is balmy. The cloudless spring sky stretches high above me, and the breeze blowing toward the sea has a wonderful floral scent. 2 white birds playfully fly over the surface of the sea. Seagulls. They might be black-tailed. The change in the ocean is very noticeable. yeah, it's very, very noticeable. Unlike yesterday, the waves are now quite high. Despite the warm weather and the gentle breeze, the breakers are crashing loudly onto the shore.
Nani?
The waves, Haruka whispers. That was enough to understand what she meant. The thick curls of the rolling breakers resembled the tongues of some colossal monster. The sign on Luna Beach's door reads closed. This makes sense since Izumi-san mentioned that today was their days off. But there's a good reason the 5 of us are here now. As we promised last night, we're here to pick up Kurumi and Izumi-san for our trip to the pool. Yuka walks in front of the door, reaching for the handle. But the door is locked. What should we do? Yuka asks. Maybe there's a back entrance or something. As I respond. Ah, there they are. Sorry, I should have left the door unlocked. Izumi-san appears, her tone cheerful. Hey, good morning. Good morning. So, is everything ready, Izumi-san? Well, about that... Izumi-san tilts her head, looking sorry. Well, actually... Well, let's talk about it inside. Actually, more so than anything, this game feels like Danganronpa. I feel like, where it's like, well, maybe not entirely Danganronpa-ish. Maybe the start of the second game in particular, where it's like weird things are happening all around us, but let's go do a bunch of like bonding and stuff like that because we can. It's like that, where it's like a very slow to get into things until, you know, eventually the first murder happens. Come on in. 10:21. Have you had breakfast? Nope, not yet. Then, should I make a little something? Oh no, after all, you made a feast yesterday. There should be a snack stand at the pool, too. Yeah, it's not good to eat a huge meal before going swimming anyway. Okuiko looks a little disappointed hearing this. I feel a little disappointed too. I would have loved to eat a breakfast made by Izumi-san. More importantly, about what we were discussing earlier. I'm really curious about that. Yeah, well, Izumi-san mumbles. And then... Morning. Just as Izumi-san musters up the courage to speak, Kurumi comes out to the terrace. She looks so gloomy, like it's raining or something. What's wrong, Kurumi-chan? Well, I have a bit of a headache. Are you okay? I'm not doing too well. Why is your thing transparent? Also... Okay, so is everyone gonna be struck with like the plot illness all at once? So yesterday was Haruka. Today it's Kurumi. We're all gonna, like, everyone's gonna come down with the plot sickness except for maybe Okuiko at some point. Then you probably shouldn't go to the pool with us. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no need for you to apologize. Anyway, just take it easy and rest today, okay? Saki says kindly. Kurumi stares at the table and quietly nods. So, that's what's going on. What? I think it would be best if you 5 just go to the pool today. Us 5? So you won't be going either, Izumi-san? I won't. I need to take care of Kurumi. Izumi-san lightly touches Kurumi's head as she stands beside her. It's totally okay. I'll be fine on my own. Go and have fun, big sis. But... Izumi-san looks troubled. I think about saying something to comfort her, but I feel like it isn't my place to intervene in our conversation, so I keep quiet. Why do I feel like Izumi-san is very sus for this? Like she doesn't want, she didn't want Kurumi to go yesterday. Yeah, she was also having, like, I don't know, a premonition of, like, maybe you should, I don't know, something. Something weird. I feel like we're all having memories and we just don't want to say it, but if that were the case, like me bringing up, like, hey, I'm having premonitions, like, people shouldn't easily brush that off, I feel like. The sisters fall silent, looking at each other for a while. Are you really okay?
I'm fine.
Kurumi sounds pretty lively for someone with a headache. I'm sure Izumi-san is relieved by her attitude. Alright, then I guess I'll go with you guys after all. Izumi-san says with a small smile. But you have to promise me that you'll rest, okay, Kurumi? She doesn't forget to stress that point at the end. 10:27 a.m. To reach Tsukiya Hotel, the quickest way is to cross over Tsukiyama. We walked along the shore, forming a long line as if we were desert merchants. First in line is Okuhiko, who seems oddly excited. Yuka is right behind him, alos, looking enthusiastic. I feel like as the game has gone on, I feel like the translation has gotten a little bit more wonky. But, so I've definitely started, I'm like saying the words, but I'm not necessarily saying the words. And I just like, it doesn't matter. As long as the point gets across. So. Also looking enthusiastic. Behind Yuka, Saki and Izumi-san are walking side by side, engaged in playful conversation. I'm walking a little farther behind them. And bringing up the rear is Haruka, dragging her feet as if they're weighing her down. What's wrong with Haruka? I briefly turn my head to look behind me and think. Even though... Also, that's a rare typo. Yeah, it is. It's pretty strange typo. Also, Black Blue, I don't know if you know, this has nothing to do with anything, but I don't know if you know, did Haunted Luna end up finishing Zero Escape yet? Or the second Zero Escape game yet? Or is that still hasn't happened? Because I might have missed the VOD. I want to go back and see. Even though Haruka never looks cheerful, right now she seems even more melancholic than usual. Maybe she really doesn't want to go to the pool. Not yet, but she's getting close. Okay, I see. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. I suddenly slow down, deciding to wait for Haruka to catch up. And then, something a bit unexpected happens. As we come side by side, she does something that takes me by surprise. She takes hold of my hand. What? Well, saying it like that might lead to a misunderstanding. To be precise, she's holding onto my wrist. Okay, I see. Well. Hey, Raid! Hello! Hello, Juicy! Hi, how are you doing? How is your stream? Hello, Raiders. Welcome. I am playing, Never 7, The End of Infinity, which is a visual novel game. It seems like we're in a time loop, and we're trying to break free of it, is kind of the general gist of the stream, I would say. But right now, we're just kind of going to the beach. That's just kind of it. Hi, how's your stream, Juicy? Although Luna rarely plays the same game in succession, so it may take a week or so to get back to it. I see. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure I didn't miss it. So, stream was good. Fought a lot of harpies in Elden Ring. Yeah. All right. Neat. That's good. I feel like one of these days I should probably do like maybe a more action-oriented game on stream as well. Something like Elden Ring. Although I don't know if I can handle Elden Ring. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have it within me. But something like that. I definitely feel like it. But glad stream went well for you. Yeah, a little RPG. yeah. If you have to bow out, that's totally okay, I understand. But yeah, thank you again for the raid. Taken aback, I turn toward her. What? I want to ask what's wrong, but for some reason, the words won't come out. Is it because of the lonely glint in her eyes? It's a light like a twinkling stars. It's a light like the twinkling of stars, fading into the morning sky. Kurumi. Haruka suddenly speaks in a small voice. Huh? I say, though I did hear it clearly. Is Kurumi okay? She asks in a soft, pleading voice, her grip on my wrist tight. Huh. Are we all gonna... So, it's not like the plot illness. The plot weirdness has kind of left, Haruka. So are we all going to come down with it one by one, so to speak? And it's not gonna be like, oh, today it's this person. Tomorrow it's that person. Not to be presumptuous, but I do know a fair bit about Elden Ring if you ever need a guide. I will definitely need a guide. I will definitely need one. I don't think I can Elden Ring properly. So I would totally need that. Is she worried about Kurumi? Is it because Kurumi said she had a headache? Quick save, yippee. You don't have to worry about it. I'm worried about her too, actually. Listening to Haruka, I started feeling uneasy myself. A headache isn't such a rare symptom in today's world. Under normal circumstances, I probably would have just brushed off what Haruka said without much thought. But I suddenly recalled the bell I found on this beach yesterday. What if that dream was a premonition? What if the girl in that dream was actually Kurumi? I shake my head to dispel these thoughts. I'm probably just being paranoid. It's just a couple of bad dreams. I thought so, but I can't help being concerned about Kurumi either. Even if we went to the pool now, I don't think I can forget everything and just enjoy myself. Alright, I got it. My mind's already made up. I'm going to check on Kurumi. Haruka remains silent, looking straight at me. Interesting. Okay, are you gonna join me, Haruka? Or are you just gonna be like, yeah, I don't care. I don't really care. If she seems alright, I'll join you at the pool later. Me too. I'll go too. No, Haruka, you don't need to. You should go to the pool with everyone. If we make a big deal, Kurumi might feel uncomfortable. Haruka seems lost in thought for a moment. Yeah, okay. But she eventually answers, releasing my wrist. Alright then, I'm going. Can you explain things to everyone? Sure. After seeing Haruka nod, I turn back along the path I'd just taken. Okay, so we're getting a single scene with her. Oh, is this because... okay, well that's kind of awkward. Is this because I said, yeah, I'm worried about her? I was kind of more so doing that for points with Haruka, but not necessarily points with Kurumi. Oops, that's awkward. Anyway, after seeing Haruka nod, I turn back along the path I'd just taken. After a few steps, I hear Yuka's voice in the distance. Just her voice. I can't make out what she's saying at all. So... Go ahead without me! I shout at the top of my lungs, but I'm sure she won't be able to hear me clearly either. The mighty roar of the ocean completely drowns out my voice. 10:32 a.m. I return to Luna Beach. I circle around to the front entrance from the direction of Tsukiyama. No, I was about to circle around when... The door opens and someone emerged from inside. Kurumi? Before I can call out, Kurumi dashes onto the paved road heading west. Okay. She's moving swiftly as if she were a fugitive on the run. This is what I mean, man. Like, one of these girls can be an alien, one of these girls can be a fugitive, one of these girls can be a robot. Like, I don't know how crazy we're gonna get with this. Of course, she didn't notice me standing against the cafe wall. As I watch her grow distant, I'm left dumbfounded. Kurumi, she said she had a headache. Go to the pool. just like be like, nah, I don't care. I don't care. Well, now I'm curious. Without thinking, I follow Kurumi. 10:38. There's about 100 meters between Kurumi and I. If I shout, she'd be able to hear me. However, I stopped myself from doing so. She's able to run that fast, so she was probably lying about having a headache. But why did she lie in order to get out of going to the pool? I have no idea, but there's no doubt Kurumi has a secret she can't tell us. If I call out to her now, I won't be able to learn that secret. Am I being a little creepy? I mean, yeah, yeah, you are. Of course we gotta follow. Yeah, we definitely do. I don't trust. Somebody's holding too many secrets. Something is off. Snooping into someone's secrets? Even though I'm thinking this, I can't suppress my curiosity. Eventually, Kurumi stops running and begins walking. After running so far, it's only natural for her to be tired. Even I, a guy, am heavily panting. I maintain a constant distance from Kurumi, neither getting too close nor too far, continuing to tail her. It's like I'm trying to be a detective. Before long, Kurumi disappears onto a side path that stretches to the left. To avoid losing sight of her, I jog toward that path. Does she know that I'm following her? What the hell is this? Okay. Alright, new scene. Everyone's allowed their secrets. Well, yeah, but in my mystery game, maybe not. Maybe not. She's just playing a little hooky. Maybe. Maybe this ties into the reason why why Izumi was very concerned about her going to the beach as well. I was like, are you sure you want to go to the beach? Are you really sure? You have your secret agent meeting that you have to go to? Are you sure you're sure? There are cherry blossoms in a place like this? I'm caught off guard, but now isn't the time to be admiring cherry blossoms. Due to that jog, I've gotten too close to Kurumi. She's walking under a few trees ahead of me. I realize Kurumi's about to turn around. Before she can, I quickly hide behind a nearby tree, with my back against the trunk. Is it really okay for me to be doing something like this? The answer is no. The answer is absolutely not. I ponder this for a moment. Just for a moment. Whatever. However, I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Huh? Well, I could turn back, but I really want to know Kurumi's secret. With renewed determination, I keep tailing her. 10:52 a.m. Okay, this is the place that was shown in the intro. Is this a lighthouse thing? Huh. After passing through a grove of trees, we arrive at a park with an amazing view. A sign at the park's entrance reads, Viewpoint Park. Kurumi is leaning her elbows against the railing of the overlook. And gazing somewhere beyond the sea. She looks so lonely. I feel sad myself just watching her. Her youthful bangs flutter in the sea breeze. Her large eyes reflect the blue ocean. What exactly is Kurumi looking at beyond the silvery water? Reading. It's so wonderful. That's a weird thing. Why did she do that? Maybe she can't. Maybe she's allergic to water. maybe she's allergic to water because she's an alien. I think it's very, very rare, but is it possible for someone like a human to actually be allergic to water? Anyway, she's an alien and she's allergic to water and she can't go swimming, but she longs to be at the ocean, so she came out here to look at it. Boom, I solved the whole thing. The spring-colored sky spreads out gently. The boundless expanse of deep blue ocean stretches out forever. Wasn't she playing in the water before? She was playing by the water. Yeah, she was playing by the water, but she pushes Izumi into it, and then she didn't go in herself, was kind of the thing that they said. So, no. No, not yet. We haven't seen it yet. And yes, you can be allergic to water, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah. It's very rare, and it's very scary, terrifying. So, okay. Within such majestic scenery, Kurumi standing alone seems so small, fragile, and delicate. I want to rush over and embrace her tightly, as if to console her, soothe her sorrows. Is this Kurumi's secret? Why did she have to come here and keep it secret from us? There's no way I can call out to her. I can't help but wonder if I've seen something I shouldn't have. Secret emotions within a girl who usually appears so cheerful that she can't share with anyone.
Why? Why didn't you go to the pool?
Kurumi turns around before I know it. I'm astonished to find that I walked right up behind her without realizing it. I completely forgot about staying hidden. No, I was worried about you. So I went back to Luna Beach to check on you and you weren't there. I tried to bluff. I think telling her I followed her isn't the best idea.
So, you came to look for me?
Yeah. Well, this is awkward. A heavy silence hangs in the air. My bad, yet...
Oh, come on. You don't have to worry about me.
Huh?
'Cause I was lying, you know?
Lying?
I lied about having a headache. Actually, I was just a little embarrassed. This is a secret, okay?
Sorry, I don't quite understand what you mean.
Don't make me say it.
Are you embarrassed to wear a swimsuit? Am I just making theories that... I'm just making the most insane, crazy theories and they have nothing to do with the story.
I was embarrassed about wearing a swimsuit.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone has, well, big ones.
Big ones? Big what? Makoto?
Breasts.
Breasts?
I'm still the only one who looks like a kid.
So you're self-conscious about your figure?
Don't say it so plainly. Don't laugh.
This goofy expression. That's not something you should be worrying about. So that's why Izumi was acting like that? She was like, are you sure? I know you're self-conscious about your figure. And here I was thinking you were an alien. Come on. Gosh darn it. It's not just you, Kurumi. In my opinion, Haruka probably doesn't have much in that department either. Wow. Okay. Don't say that either. Don't say that either.
Mine are definitely decent sized.
Hey now, you're contradicting what you said earlier. Well, anyway, I don't think it's something you have to worry about. Can't swim? Nope. Nope, it was so far off from that. It was just anime.
You just said I don't have much in that department. Even so, you've got long legs.
Wait, I'm doing the wrong voice. Even so, you got long legs, Kurumi. So you look pretty good, you know?
You think I'm flat, don't you?
And besides, Kurumi, you're still growing, right? Your breasts might get bigger, maybe. I'm sure they'll keep getting bigger and bigger.
You really think so?
That's right, so there's no need to worry. Kurumi looks slightly to the side in contemplation.
Okay, I get it.
She mutters.
But as I said earlier, keep this secret from everyone, okay?
Oh, okay. Smiling, I give her a big nod. Well, shall we head back? As I start walking, Kurumi picks up her pace, following beside me. I steal a quick glance at her. Dang it. Okay, well, shoot. Well, I hope I'm not on your route. I mean, you're fine, Kurumi, but I prefer Haruka, if we have to be honest here. I hope I'm not suddenly locked into your route or something. That lonely look she had while gazing at the sea has completely vanished. Here it is, it's 12 p.m. Why did they write it as 000? It's just so weird, man. Leaving a lurk, Guerrier. I'll be back in a bit. No worries, Juicy. Thank you for the lurk. I'm also about to wrap up stream here in a little bit, so no worries at all. It's noon. Kurumi seems to be concerned about the breast matter and doesn't want to go to the pool. Unable to leave Kurumi behind and go to the pool alone, we end up waiting for everyone else to return to Luna Beach. You sisters are amazing. Both of your cooking skills are fantastic. I'm currently slurping up the carbonara Kurumi made for me. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good too. Food. That sounds nice. Okay, if I'm not back in time, I'll catch you later. Yeah, no worries, and thank you for the raid again. And I'll try and be there this Sunday as well. So, we'll catch each other. We'll catch each other around. I'm currently slurping up the carbonara Kurumi made for me. This is as good as Izumi-san's cooking from yesterday.
Thanks.
With a bright smile, Kurumi's also having some pasta. You and Izumi-san are both great cooks. Did you learn this from your mom?
Huh? Our mom?
Yeah. If the two of you are this skilled, then your mom must be even more of a cook.
No, not at all. Mom has no sense of taste.
Huh? Really?
Or rather, she doesn't even cook.
Why?
She's busy with work.
I see. So both of your parents work.
Yeah, they work together actually. Mom and Dad, they have a doctor and assistant relationship.
Huh?
Have you heard of Shigezo Morino?
Oh, okay, so I guess that's why we got the Morino name earlier. Shigezo Morino. I've heard that name somewhere. Shigezo Morino. Shigezo Morino. Shigezo Morino? Are you talking about the internationally renowned Dr. Shigezo Morino in the field of genetic engineering? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Don't bring up genetic engineering in an Uchikoshi game. No. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Oh.
Don't shout all suddenly like that.
How can I not? So you're saying that Dr. Morino is your and Izumi-san's father, right?
Yeah. Surprised?
Well, of course I am. I recall Dr. Morino was famous for his groundbreaking DNA sequencing technique in the Human Genome Project several decades ago. Oh my god. I'm terrified. I'm so scared.
Wait.
Huh?
I don't know about all that stuff. In the end, he's just my dad. Daughters are daughters, after all.
For sure, I see. But for you to be Dr. Morino's daughters...
Yeah, I hear that a lot. How did his daughters end up like this?
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
Yet everyone praises Dad like he's incredible. Yet at home, he's just like an ordinary father. He walks around in just his underwear after getting out of the bath. In the morning, he takes the newspaper and occupies the toilet. On weekends, he's always playing with mice.
That last part isn't really is that a dad thing? Is that like maybe instead of having a dog, you have mice? I don't know.
Really, he's just an average father, no different from anyone else.
Well, except when it comes to mice. I'm not sure if he's that average or not.
Huh? Is that weird?
A little bit, yeah. Not that weird. Having Roboroski and Dugerian hamsters as pets is quite common.
Oh, but ours isn't that kind, you know. It's this big.
Kurumi spreads her arms wide to show the size. Given her outstretched arms matches her height, it means that the pet mouse is about as long as Kurumi herself. That's terrifying. What? That's scary for the person who works on genetic engineering to have a mouse that big? What the? Sorry, let me correct that. Yeah, your dad's weird after all.
That's not true.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. I feel like if I dig any further, I'd end up hearing things I didn't want to know. After all, Kurumi's father was a genetic engineer. And they have a giant mouse as a pet. Yeah, I'll just stop thinking about it. Then your mother is Dr. Morino's assistant.
That's right. That's why Mom doesn't have time to cook. I think Big Sis is good at cooking because she probably always cooked in place of Mom.
That makes sense. By the way, Kurumi's carbonara is phenomenal. Speaking of food, I could go for some food right now. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess now is as good as time as any to end stream for today. I'm also behind schedule on everything that I need to do, so that's always fun. But at least I was on time for a stream. All right. You know, now that I think about it, it says it says system menu here, but it said size system menu. Maybe it's supposed in the very beginning when you like load data and stuff like that. It's like maybe it's supposed to be saying that. I have no clue. Anyway, let's save. I think we're good to overwrite this. Let's be careful. We have 8 pages of saves. We can be a little bit more loose with it. All right, cool. A sick person and milk. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, game. All right. Well, with that said, let me go ahead and set down the controller and look for somebody to raid. Also awkward that there's seemingly no music for this one, but oh well. If there's anyone online to raid, there might not be. It might be... Yeah, there's actually nobody online today. Oops, well that's awkward. Let me see. Let me see if I can't find somebody. Is it after 11:30 on... No, it's not. It's definitely not. All right. It's not 11:30 EST. Well, I guess in that case, I'm gonna have to send you to the void. I'm gonna have to send you to the void. I don't have anyone to raid today. Oh, okay. It's like a few minutes to 11:30, so then this person wouldn't be online yet. In that case, well, let's just end stream for today. Let me go ahead and go to ending screen. All right, cool. I have to try and find more people to raid. I'm always trying to like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a very private and like quiet person, so like I don't get to make a whole lot of other streaming friends, if that makes sense. But then it's like I want to raid into somebody's stream and it's just like I don't have anyone to raid into. So I have to try and work on that a little bit more. But anyway, I will send you off into the void. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, everyone. I will see you on Thursday, right? Thursday? Yes, Thursday. With some more 428 Shibuya Scramble. And then some of this game on Friday, I think, is how it goes. So have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.